Hey everybody, I am Matt Brown and I'm going to teach you the blues classic Hideaway by Freddie in this one. So what I did in the performance of the video is I, for the most part, stuck to, pretty much a note for note performance of what he did on the recording, except for I didn't play his mistakes, and there are a few little minor details that I'll discuss throughout the song, or the lesson that I changed in the song. Alright, so this one's in standard tuning. We are in the key of E. This is a 12-bar blues form in the key of E, so let's get after the first 12 bars. The basic structure of this song is based around a 12-bar blues with the Jimmy Reed shuffle, and some Jimmy Reed shuffle variations that are really common get thrown in too. So the basic Jimmy Reed shuffle is that riff, just a swung eighth note thing for the A chord. For the B chord is never actually played. It's always some sort of lick or turnaround material that's played over the 5 chord. So some of the Freddie Reed variations that you might see are like that kind of thing where you're going up to the 5th fret instead of just going between 2 and 4. You can do the same thing with the 4 chord. So on and so forth. Alright, so that's the basic structure of what's being played. Now let's talk about some of the licks that get played here. So the first opening lick that we have is played out of the E major pentatonic scale. So that's open, and then we're doing a hammer on open to 2, playing the first string, and then sliding to the major 3rd, which is a G sharp there. And then the next little melodic idea we have is this. So, and just same notes, major pentatonic. And back to the shuffle. Then what we're going to do is a little major pentatonic lick that leads into the 4 chord. So this lick is... That's it. So just doing triplet rhythms. To give you some context. Alright, what we're going to do here, this is now we're into the 6th measure of the form. So still over the A chord, we're going to play the same melodic idea we played in bar 2 over the E chord. So just that. So I'll start from the beginning of where the A chord starts. Now we're going to do the same fill that we had in bar 4. So that's all there is to it. It's just a triplet rhythm there. And now we're to the 4 bars of the turnaround line. So I'm going to play this all together slowly and then at tempo with the track. Alright, so that's what we have there. So the first measure of this 4-bar thing is... Alright, then what we're going to do is the lick thing, where that is 3 times. And then what we're going to do is arpeggiate a little bit of a B7 chord. So open to 0. Then we're going to do this lick that implies the 1 chord, your E7. So just a little hammer-on deal there. So I'll just play this measure. Again. And then the next measure is this. It's so you have just an arpeggiation of a B7 chord and then this thing. Alright, so the next chorus, what he's doing is he's letting some notes sustain and then throwing in a few additional fills and some bass walk-ups. So let's look at the next 12 bars. Alright, so the last 4 bars are the same. So let's talk about what's different here. The first bar is just letting that B note sustain instead of playing the shuffle to break up the monotony. Then we get the lick. That's a little bit different from the lick he plays there. So these licks, they both work over the E chords. So you can change the or put in the wherever you want there. So then what he does is, and then you have a little bass walk. So that's just your G to a G sharp leading up to the A. Alright, so let's look at the next little bit. Over the second bar of the A chord, he's doing this lick. Alright, so the new thing that he's going to do over the E that happens in the next bar is this. So that little lick. You can do it a few different ways. On the recording, it's, I do it, I just think that sounds a little bit better. So I do open B, 2, open B, E, and then back to shuffle. And so then we're to the last 4 bars, which are the same. Alright, so now we're to a new riff. Let's check this out. So the riff is something that gets played, just transposed over the various chords, except for the 5 chords. So here's the riff. Alright, so I'll do that again. Pretty awesome. Alright, so just starting with a chord. That's 3 to 4. Then we have, oh, we have a motorcycle is what we have. Alright, so then we have 2, 5, 2, 4, 2, hammer on there. Alright, so that repeats. You can do the little bass walk up. Then we're going to do an A. Back to E. A little walk up, 0, 3, 4 on your bass string. Now, here's what we're going to do over the 5 chord. So I guess it is the same. I lied before. So it's, you're doing the root, then sliding up to the 3rd, which would be at the 6th fret. Then we're going 4, 7, 4, 6, 4, and then doing the hammer on. Alright, let's check out the next riff. The next one is a simple repeating riff. So it's just 2 open E's, then 3, 4, 2. You can again do the bass walks to lead up to your 4 chord. Whatever. So then what gets played over the 4 turnaround bars for this, I'll show that to you. So here we're going to go. So some pretty cool, tried and true blues licks. So that's all B major pentatonic there. Then we're going to do a combination minor major A blues thing. So 3, 4, 2, 2, 4, 2, 4. Then a classical blues walk up. So this B7 chord he's doing here, he's playing with the 2nd finger on the 6th string, so playing it as 2nd inversion and not root position. Alright, now we're to the 12 bars where we get the classic Hideaway chord. Maybe one of these days I will have a chord named after me or one of my songs. Hopefully you guys can make that happen in YouTube land. Alright, so anyway, this Hideaway chord, it's on the top 4 strings, 12, 11, 9, and 12, so it's an inverted E9 chord. There's the low root if you want to hear how it would sound with that. So we're doing just triplets. I changed this part. I don't play what's on the recording. I play, that's 13, 12, 9, 9, 7, 7. So basically, then 4 and 4, so an E7 arpeggio. And then what I did is, so that's 2-2, 1, 2-2, sliding up to 4-4. And then your 4 chord, which he just plays a shuffle. Same with the 1 chord that comes around again, but he's doing this little, just hammering from. And now we're to the classic turnaround. It's the same here, so let's move on and check out what happens next. So the song ends with, we're going to start the turnaround lick, so instead of finishing it, what we're going to add on is, so that little ending there. What we're doing is a combination E minor and E major lick. So 3, 2, 0, and then 2 on the second string, 0, 2, 3, and then we're playing 4 open strings, and sliding into that double step there, 5 and 4. You can give it vibrato with your whammy bar, with your hands, do it behind the nut, behind the bridge, whatever you feel like. Alright, so. There's a little slide out at the end. So that's it for Hideaway. If you'd like the tabs, the drill, guys, just email me or sign up for my Patreon access if you want to get access to everything that I've transcribed. Not just what I've taught on YouTube, but a whole lot of extra stuff too. So look into that. Please subscribe to my channel. Please check out my other videos, and I've got a lot more coming. Alright, thanks a lot. I'm Matt Brown from Matt Brown's Guitar Studio and the band Dead Parade. See you around.